we're talking about the treasure of archaeological wealth and city that impressed many civilizations, the historical capital of Saba Kingdom, absolutely. We're talking about Marib. Heritage and culture that are reflected in many beautiful aspects, such as the generosity in which Marabian people are the best example of good hospitality with everyone, not just with their guests. Furthermore, Marabian are the most Yemeni people who care about riding and training horses. Also, we cannot forget their distinguished dialect that is famous in its eloquence, even if it seems a little bit strange to some people, and their unique way of dancing, and one of their musical instruments that is called الربابة.
Arabic coffee is one of the most popular drinks in Marib that has many ways to be prepared. Have you ever heard about al-masuba? That's made of flour, and in its shape it looks like al-asida, but it's eaten with milk and honey. And some people prefer to eat it just with honey and sesame oil. Also, Marabian people like to cook al-lakhufa that contains bread and milk. Shortly, talking about Marabian food means talking about healthy food.
If you wake up in Socotra Island, don't be surprised if the first idea that came to your mind, aliens make a bizarre vacation for me, because Socotra is unlike any place in the world. Socotra enjoys plant diversity, and its most famous tree is Damm al-Akhawain tree. It contains a group of medicinal plants, and not to forget the unique animals that are taking Socotra as the only place to live in. The landscape is one of the most beautiful landscape that you will ever seen in your life. It might take your breath away. It's also named by the land of happiness by the ancient Greeks and Romans, and it was classified as a heritage in 2008. Also, not to forget, it was also classified by the New York Times as the most beautiful island in the world due to its importance, or due to its environmental importance. Socotra has one of the most beautiful landscape that definitely gonna take your breath away. It was named by the land of happiness by the ancient Greek and Romans, and it was also classified as a heritage in 2008. Not to forget that it was classified by the New York Times as the most beautiful island in the world in 2010 due to its environmental importance. Certainly, Socotra is an icon of beauty of the earth.
The tourist capital of Yemen, the green land, an icon of nature, Ib Governorate. Ib Governorate is considered as one of the cities in which old historical places were founded, such as Himyar State, which was founded by the King Duraidan al-Himyari, and Salahid State, which was founded by the King Ali bin Muhammad al-Salahi. Also, the Ismaili state, which is attributed to the King Muhammad bin Ismail. Ib green ebb is contains various terrains such as mountainous highlands such as mountains Yarim and Alash-Ub. Also the deep valleys like Wadi Bana and Wadi Zabid. Ib city is famous by its agricultural and economic sector, and we should not forget the tourism sector. Ib city is a great city, and it's enough for the city of Ib to be proud that the first queen in Yemen is Arwa bint Ahmad al-Sulayhi, the first queen in Sulayhi state, which is combined religious and politic leadership.
Because it's a unique city, it has unique dishes. For example, al-Asid, a famous Yemeni lunch meal, especially in the central regions. And it's still a favorite among many people. The women in the central regions and Wadi Bana regions particular are skilled at making it. It's eaten after adding broth and the special sauce that we call it sahawak and vinaigrette to it. Al-Malud. Many residents of Yemen know it from several regions, but what makes it distinguished is it was made in earthen tubun, which people call them at-tanawir, and its dough is made from local brill.
Ib city is the capital of Yemeni tourism. There are many historical places in that beautiful city. For example, there are the historical castles, such as Al-Imamah Castle, Al-Bunyan Castle, Sumarah Castle, Al-Khadad Castle. Those castles were built thousands of years ago. And there are the historical fortresses, such as Al-Irafah, Kuhal, Kuhlan, Manar, Yafuz, and Dhafar. There are also the antiquarian places, such as the throne of the Queen Arwa, the Queen's Masjid, and the Museum of Jibla City. The history of Ib city contains many civilizations and many historical places. Well, I can't count all of them in this small video.
Al-Mu'waz is a traditional dress in Aden population. Arabs in ancient Egypt are worn, as well as the Romans and the Greek. The date of Al-Mu'waz returns to more than 1,000 years. The way to wear Al-Mu'waz is by matching with the color of the shirt, and of course the shawl. They put it on the head, and some prefer to put it on the shoulders. The Shidor is a traditional women's fashion in the city of Aden. Shidor is a black cloth and used by women as a veil. The name and the date of the Shidor returns to Persian, called as a Shador. They started wearing it in 1967. Ad-Dir. I have never seen a beauty in fashion like the gender of Ad-Dir. And this is an old dress, no one knows its source and history. The greatness of Ad-Dir is wearing daily alone with other fashion of Ad-Dir, that it might be very expensive.
Traditional foods in Aden City. The first traditional dish is a sayyadiyah. A sayyadiyah is a traditional Yemeni dish from Aden City. Its name comes from the fishing that the city of Aden is famous for. The main ingredients of a sayyadiyah are rice and fish. The people of Aden are accustomed to serving this dish in the weekend or a family events. The second traditional dish is a zurbiyan. It is a traditional and famous dish in Aden City. The meat or chicken is cooked with the rice and spices in a special way. It's usually served as a main dish at special celebrations in Aden City.
تعز واسمها عودينا
Taiz has many historical places, such as Al-Qahira Castle. It was built in the first half of the 6th century AH. It's located in a rocky hill overlooking the city. It's 1,500 meters above sea level. It's said that this where the castle is located was originally ancient Taiz and was later called Al-Qahira. The castle is considered the nucleus of the historic city and is a wonderful, interesting tourist destination. Furthermore, Al-Janned Mosque. Al-Janned Mosque is considered the oldest mosque in Yemen. It was built in the beginning of Islam in 6 AH by Mu'adh bin Jabal radiyallahu anhu when the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam sent him to Yemen to learn them Islamic religion. Moreover, there is Bab Musa. Bab Musa is one of the doors in the old city of Taiz. It's very old and is considered the important historical to the city. From the other side of Bab Musa, you can see Al-Qahira Castle in front of you, almost 3 kilometers away, in a spectacular view.
Welcome to the cultural capital of Yemen, which is Taiz city. Taiz is a city with a rich and old culture that has been shaped by its long history of virtuous civilizations. The city is known for its unique blend of traditions and customs, and it's reflected in its vibrant art, music, cuisine, and poems. Moreover, Taizian people are known for their hospitality and generosity. Taiz also has its traditional clothing, art, and dancing. And we can't forget that Taiz is one of the most Yemeni cities that cares about teaching the Holy Quran. You can say Taiz is the cultural heart of Yemen. Briefly, if you want a synonym of the word culture, you can say Taiz.
All the visitors and the people who have seen it from the first time love it and adore every corner of it because you feel that the history being from it. Proudly, I mean the old city of Sanaa, which is considered one of the most important world heritage cities and historical reserves. It's the only one whose houses are interconnected and whose details are numerous. It's famous for its exquisite art that makes Sanaa as a rare painting and poetic poem.
Let me attract your attention to some historical places in Sanaa, and let's go to the first place, which is the Old Sanaa. It's a walled city that has 7 gates in the past, but now only one door remains, which is Bab al-Yaman, and it's founded during the 7th century and has a big fame because it was an important center for spreading Islam in the 8th century. Also, it has 106 masajid and 6,500 houses that go back to the 7th century. And what makes it special city is that it was built only from bricks and stones. Let me turn your attention to another place, which is Dar al-Hajar. Dar al-Hajar is one of the historical buildings in Yemen, and it's located in Sanaa, Wadi Dahr. It was built during the 18th century by Ali al-Ma'mari, and it's famous for its unique and attractive architecture. Follow me to the most beautiful place, As-Salih Masjid, or it is now called Al-Sha'b Masjid. It's considered one of the largest masajid in Arabic and Islamic world, and it has a gorgeous construction. And imagine that can accommodate 45,000 people. And it's located in Sanaa, exactly 70 square, and it's founded in 2008.